Today, a story about athletes from all sports who joined together to raise money for the weight room.
Parent-teacher conferences are forcing the school schedule to break from its norm.
And on Friday, in honor of an important cause, Pink will take over Cardinal Country. DTV News starts right now. Last August, Davison athletes banded together for a mutual cause. Good afternoon, Davison. I'm Rebecca Allen.
And I'm Emily Ferrante. The fundraiser was called Lift-a-thon, and Isaac Milton has the details. Isaac?
Thanks, guys. The Lift-a-thon was an event to help raise money for the new weight room equipment. The team used this money to buy updates and upgrades for the room. I'll send it back to...
Athletes all over Davison High School come to the Davison Lift-a-thon to pump themselves up for another year.
Last winter, we had probably about 20 or 30 kids coming in the weight room, but there was no really organization to what they were doing, so we decided that we needed a way for all the athletes to come in and do something in a way that was structured and got more kids excited about getting better at the sport they play and strengthening their bodies. So we created athlete sessions, and that's when I also did powerlifting.
The Lift-a-thon is an event where athletes come to help provide new equipment to the weight room.
So this is the Lift-a-thon. Basically, it's just our fundraiser to try to make money for the weight room. You know, just for every pound you lift, there's a certain amount of money being donated.
During the Lift-a-thon, a prize from a local company was given to whoever was able to lift the most weight.
Most of these companies are local. You know, we've reached out to ask them to help sponsor, you know, help with the new Lift-a-thon.
In order to advertise these companies, a lot of work was put into setting up the weight room for the event.
We had to set up every rack with the paper, and it was a lot of fun with my friends because we all did it together, so I liked it a lot.
The sportsmanship in the weight room is helping athletes become better at the sports they play.
It's a lot of positivity. I love it. Everybody's really supportive, and it helps me out a lot.
The Lift-a-thon made the weight room just under $10,000.
The team used this money to buy updates and upgrades for the room. I'll send it back to Rebecca and Emily on the desk.
Thanks, Isaac. With parent-teacher conferences happening this week, it makes our school schedule a little different. Tomorrow will be a normal delayed day schedule with shorter class periods throughout the day and dismissal at the usual time. On Thursday, it is a delayed day, but it is also an early release. So school will start at 9:30 and students will be dismissed at 12:50. There will be no lunch served to students. It is important that students show up on Thursday unless they want to make up a whole day later this year. Then on Friday, I don't know about you, but I will not be here. There will be no school Friday, so you can take that chance to rest up for our annual Pink Out game that will happen that night.
The annual Pink Out game is this Friday to raise awareness for breast cancer. As Davison will take the field, let's show our support by wearing as much pink as possible. If you ordered a Pink Out shirt, then you should have gotten them today. If you did not, see your first hour teacher. If you missed out on the pink shirt order, you can still grab one at Hilton Screeners anytime this week.
This Saturday, our marching band is heading over to Brandon High School to try and achieve that magical score of 90 that they've been working so hard for. They will be graded on their marching, percussion, guard, and music. We talked to senior drum major Lily Hathaway about their last competition and what the upcoming one means to them.
Well, we've worked hard this entire season to improve our scores. We're a competitive marching band, so we try hard the entire season just to improve those scores, and we've consistently gone up in the past 3 years. So,
good luck, guys. We know you will make Davison proud.
Any student who has received a letter and signed up for the NMSQT test for scholarships will need to be here at 7:30 in the morning tomorrow. Head to the office with any questions. Coming up in sports, find out who the Cardinals will take on this Friday and how you can ensure that you won't miss any of the action.
Plus, Riley Wilcox tells us how a Davison alum who is taking names on the field at the college level.
Davison is going for the upset.
With that strong arm.
This Friday night, the Cardinals are headed into Week 8 of high school football. Good afternoon, Davison. I'm Riley Wilcox. Even with the tough loss to the Pilots last week, the Cardinals are still leading the stats in the Saginaw Valley League. So far, Davison has scored a total of 331 points and have only let through 83. This week, the Cardinals are hoping to take the win over the Saginaw Arthur Hill Lumberjacks here at home. The game will begin at 7 o'clock and the theme is Pink Out. If you don't want to miss any of the action, you can tune into DTV's live coverage of the game on Charter Channel 191 and keep track of the score on our social media pages. On Saturday night, the Grand Valley Lakers were able to take down the Saginaw Valley Cardinals 35-28, all by the help of one of Davison's very own. Redshirted freshman Tariq Reed made his debut this season at GVSU after taking a year off in order to train for the upcoming year. In the Battle of the Valleys, Tariq scored 3 touchdowns on 39 carries and rushed the football 287 yards, the second most yards in the school's history. Tariq Reed was also named the Offensive Player of the Week in the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Great job, Tariq. Tonight, the swim team will take on the Swartz Creek Dragons on the road at 6. And at 7, you can catch the volleyball team as they face the Lapeer Lightning here at home. Tomorrow, the cross-country athletes are competing in the SEL Championships at Delta College. On Thursday, the volleyball team is hoping they're in luck as they compete against the Fighting Irish from Notre Dame Prep here at home. On Friday, come out supporting your pink as they cheer on the football team, as you cheer on the football team as they take down the Lumberjacks. And on Saturday, senior Isabel Mabry will head to individual girls golf finals at the Forest Acres West Golf Course on the MSU campus. And don't forget, if you are interested in boys swim, there is an after-school meeting tomorrow in the library. Good luck to all of our teams competing this week, and go Cards.
Post-secondary planning can be stressful, but there's a ton of resources available for all students in the guidance office. Head down to explore scholarships, community service hour opportunities, and college visits all in one place. For even more information, you can join your graduating class's Google Classroom and check out our Student Life tab at dtvnews.org. And speaking of the website, not only can you find all things student life, but you can also find web-exclusive articles, sports updates, and links to all of our social media pages. Now you don't have to scroll too far to find Cardinal Country's latest news.
DTV always has something going on, and you can keep up with it on all of our social media pages. Add us on Twitter and follow our Instagram at DTV_official. Be sure to check out our Snapchat at DTV News and our Facebook at the same to stay up to date on everything DTV has going on.
If you haven't already, make sure you get a vote in on this week's DTV Choose poll. This week, we're wondering what your favorite college sport to watch is. Do you love filling out those brackets and watching March Madness basketball? Or are you a fan of all the different bowl games that college football has to offer? Let us know on our Twitter or our Facebook, and check out the results there on Friday.
Later on DTV, we'll be airing the Boys Hahn Choir Concert. The event will start at 7 and be in the DHS Auditorium. If you are unable to make it tonight, you can tune into our Charter Channel 191 or go to our YouTube page, DTV News, to watch it live. This Friday, we will also be airing the football game against Saginaw Arthur Hill. If you are unable to make it out to this game, check our social media pages for updates and announcements.
So guys, we've got a pretty weird week coming up, but
For sure.
we need to make sure everybody shows up this week.
Yeah, definitely. I would rather come here for 3 hours than be here for another whole full day.
Exactly.
For sure.
We already go for long enough. I don't want one more day.
Agreed.
Well, guys, I'm Emily Fronte alongside Riley Wilcox and Rebecca Allen. Have a great day, Davison.